Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I've actually recorded. I've recorded almost 2 hours of footage, I think, of me playing this game and talking over it. But yeah, I've been sitting here practicing. This is Ghostbusters on NES. Uh, Infamously, the angry Nintendo nerd or the angry video game nerd. I believe he was actually going by angry video game nerd by the time this one came out. Did a video on this. I'd always been curious about this game, and I had played it a few times. Um, Never really beat it without save states, and I've been practicing the game. I've been using the little stairs. There's like a little glitch you can do on the stairs that kind of sort of breaks the game, but the stairs are kind of stupid and dumb and not really much of a challenge. It's really just a stupid. I mean, nothing about this game is really challenging. It's just frustrating and lame. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna play any of the music or any of the sound from this game except for this, and that's it. And this is where I pause the game and mute the game's music. All right. Instead, we're gonna listen to the Ghostbusters cartoon OST music in the background, I think. Yeah, this game has honestly been kicking my ass, and I'm a little bit ashamed to say that because this game is not very hard. So what you want to do during this part of the game, I guess I'll do a little bit of a tutorial. You want to get the capture beam, and you don't want to get the regular capture trap. You want to get the super trap. So what does the stuff do here? So the ghost vacuum. I've actually gotten the ghost vacuum through a couple of the playthroughs that I've recorded of this game, and for whatever reason, I can't get the damn thing to work. It doesn't suck up any ghosts. I don't know if you have to be holding down the B button or the A button to do it, but I'll get the damn thing and it just won't work. Let's see. The capture beam is the capture beam. It's just the standard capture beam of the game. You've probably seen footage of it being used, and if you haven't, you will in a moment. The hyper beam is the same thing as a capture beam. It's just longer, and it catches some of the ghosts that hover up really high. The ghost food helps you during the stairs stage. It's sort of the easy one to get. It's the cheap item to help you during that stage. You can only buy one thing of ghost food at a time, and it doesn't stack. Ooh, excuse me. And it doesn't stack. So you could sit there and you can buy all the ghost food that you want. You'll only, like, you could spend, tens and tens of thousands of dollars on ghost food, thinking, oh, if I just keep buying ghost food over and over again, I can just put ghost food on each new level that I get to, because there's 23 floors. Well, technically, there's technically 23 floors. There's 22 floors, and then you get to the top where you go to the roof. It doesn't matter how much ghost food you buy, you only get 3 things of ghost food. So you can sit there and farm ghost food throughout throughout playing this game. Once you get to 9,000 PKE, that's when you're able to first go into the Zool building. And I think next after that, it's like, it's 18,000 or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. But at some point, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man comes out and destroys the city. So the sound generator, if I'm not mistaken, it is also a limited use item, and you can use it during the stairs portion. I think it makes the ghosts move away from you. I've never really used it. I think I've seen somebody in a Let's Play use it before. The ghost alarm, I'm not exactly sure what that does. I think that it's a waste of time. Anti-ghost suit, I think, gives you like 2 extra hits. It's also not really worth it. And there's also kind of sort of a way that you could beat the stairs part legit without needing all of this other stuff like the sound generator and the ghost food and the anti-ghost suit. And I'll try to demonstrate that a little bit. But we got everything that we need right now, so we're gonna dive right in. Sorry about the long intro. The key to getting past these driving stages without having to deal with all the drunk drivers is basically to just stay near the top of the map. I'll demonstrate that a little bit better. Okay, once I get to the map, and here I am. So you just want to stay up here, and you just want to wait. You don't want to move around too much. So as the ghosts go into the Zool building there, your PKE energy is going to go up by 100 for each ghost that goes in. And then as the PKE goes up continually, once it gets to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, etc., it'll go up faster and faster. And the ghosts start moving quicker and quicker. You have to travel farther based on how much you move on the map. And also based on how far away one destination is that you go to from another. So let's say that I go from this building that's just right below the shop to the shop. You know, I'm only gonna go, say, you know, maybe 100 meters. And I just lost some money there. It's really not that big of a deal if you lose money. You don't want to go down to 0 because that is game over. Alright, cool. I'm going to get that bonus. Sweet. Alright, now we're going to get to go to the shop, and I'll demonstrate what I mean. See, 99 meters. So that's because I was in close proximity to the shop. Barely even used any gasoline. So we're going to get the ghost food. And all the items that we have right now, that is all we need. So essentially what I'm going to do, I might just for fun play a few more of the ghost catching stages. But I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to sit here and talk to you guys, I guess. Yeah, fun game, right? But seriously, that's all that you need. Everything else, all those other items that you get are kind of sort of just red herrings. You don't need the sound generator. You don't need you don't need the ghost suit, the anti-ghost suit or whatever it is. You don't need it. Those 3 items that I got, those are the only 3 items that you really need if you want to beat this game. And hopefully I'll be able to beat it this time. What I was going to do was I was going to upload the footage that I had recorded before, which episode 1 would have been like, I guess I'll just keep playing. Episode 1 would have been about 25 minutes long. The second one would have been about, I probably would have split that one up into 2 episodes, so that would have been like a 2-part, not 2-part, but it would have been like, one would have been 20 minutes and the other one would have been 20 minutes, so that would have been the first 3 episodes, and then the final episode was just going to be me, just talking over some footage I had recorded of me getting to the stairs portion, and then I kept fucking it up, and then I save stated, and showed myself beating the stairs part using a save state, and then getting to Gozer and then beating Gozer. But what I would like to do is actually just beat it quote normally. I'm gonna use the stairs glitch, which I think using a glitch that's in the game, I think that's fair. Especially, I mean, if you've never actually genuinely attempted the stairs part, like with only using the ghost food, whilst only using a button press, you know, like that, I'm probably going to use the turbo during the stairs part. Maybe sometime in the future I'll try like a no turbo like stairs run. But those are pretty much the only 2 quote cheats that I'm going to use. Not even really cheats that I would say. I would say that using the turbo on the stairs is kind of fair. And I actually kind of understand why they they implemented the button press system for the stairs, it wasn't really to make the stairs harder. It was actually to make the stairs easier. And I know that you guys might be rolling your eyes, but I'll try to demonstrate what I mean by that once I get to the stairs part, which should be here pretty soon. And since getting to the stairs is pretty easy, you know, if I fuck up, I'll just come back to it. And if this whole recording session winds up being a bodge, I'll just fucking, you know, whatever. I'll just start over again. Although, I have been practicing this every day for the past couple of days, and I have been able to get to Gozer, just in one full playthrough, without having to worry about, using save states or anything like that. Alright. So the reason why the button press is important is because the hitbox on these ghosts is incredibly weird. I'll try to demonstrate that a little bit. Yeah, I am using turbo right now for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to number 3. We're going to let him hit me.
Surely not.
Yeah, so the ghosts are kind of fickle. Sometimes they want to go after you, and sometimes they don't. And that's why the button press comes in handy. The hitbox on them...
Think so?
Okay, I just got some extra points there. Basically, I got extra hit points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. Alright, so I should be... Damn it. So, pressing the buttons like this on the stairs portion as the screen scrolls up, like that, it's kind of a good idea to have the button press system implemented for that, because the ghosts don't move with the screen, if that makes any sense. So you could have ghost food down there, and you could be pressing the button like that, like really fast to get up the stairs, and you'd be pressing the button really fast, and you know, you'd be fucking hauling ass up those stairs, and maybe there's like some ghosts around those stairs, and you're thinking, okay, they're going towards the ghost food, I can hurry up and go up these stairs. But you know, if you're going too fast, and then the screen starts scrolling, and it scrolls a ghost up in your path when you're going up the stairs, you know, boom, you know, like that's another life that you lose. Okay, I'm gonna hope that there's a ghost behind the store, and there is. Alright, so if I did it right, and hopefully I did it right, because I think that when you get extra fall down points, you only get 2. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It's totally an RNG thing. So I think that I'm good. We're gonna find out. So this is what I mean by I'm gonna try to demonstrate the stairs thing. So let's say that I don't have 255 lives now, which I haven't tested it, so I may very well not. So all right, so I'm going up and down the stairs, and oh, that guy's going up. See, if I'm going fast like that, it's not quite as controllable as doing that. Sometimes, you know, speed is, you know, sometimes speed can be the key. I would really, well, I genuinely would like to try to beat this, just like not using any glitches, not using the anti-ghost suit. Oh, see, so apparently the extra lives that it gave me was more than 2. Apparently it gave me 3 extra lives. So this means that I gotta start all the way from the beginning. See, this game is weird. It's a weird game that has a lot of funny RNG. And it's not really difficult in the sense that it's challenging. It's difficult in the sense that it's insufferable. That's why it is a shitty game. Alright, capture beam. I lost some money. Super trap. Give me a Super Tramp. Give me some progressive rock music. It's okay. We're gonna have some Ghostbusters OST to entertain us in the background, right? Alright, at least I got 3 of them. Maybe I can get this guy. Nope. Wouldn't let me do it. Oh well. Yep, and we're just gonna chill out. See, isn't this fun, guys? Isn't this a fun, chill Let's Play? Playing some Goose-boobers for the NES. Some Spoos-boobers. I'm drinking my ecto milk. Drinking my ecto sperm. I've become a severe milkaholic ever since I quit drinking beer. Oh man, well, I guess just for fun, let's move around the map a little bit here and see if we can't find some places to go to capture some ghosts. No? Alright. Oh man, good times, good times. There's some fun stories I could tell. I had to put out 2 fires at work in the past couple of days. So there was a fire 2 days ago. A flame retardant curtain that I use over at my weld station actually caught on fire, and I wouldn't have noticed it if I wasn't. So I was fixing up some work pieces that were miswelded by the robot. So I go over to. I fixed them, and then I just ran a cycle on the robot. And I go over to try to fix, and I go over to put the pieces in the box that I was keeping them in. And, ah, shit. And I look over, and on the far side of the robot area, just like on the side of the table that I don't even use for the robot. It's also covered up by a weld curtain. Like that portion of the weld curtain, like part of it is just like up in flames. It's just like on fire. And I wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't walked over there. I was just like, what the fuck? Why is this on fire? And so it's on fire enough to where like I can pull the part of the weld curtain that is on fire. I take my gloved hand and like I pull it off, and then I start stomping it out. And so I managed to pull that. I managed to put that fire out. I got a small like a little 1st-degree burn on my finger. I got like a couple of blisters on it. It's no big deal though. But today I actually had to use a fire extinguisher. So I have to clean off the tubing that I use for these work pieces that we weld. It's basically a pin. This very specifically designed pin with champers on each end. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, and they're welded to these tubes that have a hole punched in them. They're used to make chair arms. We make a lot of these things. So, and then I design like the programs on the robot that we use to weld them in mass. So we can weld a whole bunch of these using the robot, and it's a lot more cost efficient, a lot more cost effective than it is welding them by hand. The shop, we used to have a team of welders welding them by hand, but with the robot, it's actually a lot easier. Oop, what am I doing? Anyway, so I'm having to use these mineral spirits to clean off this tubing that I'm using because it's covered in this fucking oil. And I have a rag that's like, I just soaked the mineral spirits and I wrung it out. And I have already been doing this for like a couple of days already. And I turn around to fix like some arms that got miswelded. And I'm running a cycle on the robot. And I finish welding and I finish fixing up these arms on my hand welder, and I turn and I look, and there's this huge fire from the rag that I was using that I had just soaked in the mineral spirits, and I guess the rag was close enough to the welder, to the robot welder, that it caught some sparks. Now, this hadn't happened before, so I wasn't really worried about it. I'll pause for a second. So I see this rag, and it's completely up in flames, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. So I managed to, so I try to stomp it out, and of course that's not working because it's soaked in these mineral spirits, which are very highly flammable. And so this thing is on fire. I have my hands are gloved, and I'm wearing, you know, like 3 layers of jackets. So you know, I'm properly insulated. Unfortunately, the gloves that I was using were also soaked in the mineral spirits that I was using in the rags, right? So now my gloves are flammable. So I pick up this rag to get it away from the weld station, to try to get it away from catching the weld curtain on fire. Because like I said, just the previous day, part of the weld curtain at that welding station had caught on fire. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, so now I can go to Gozer. Alright, I'm gonna finish telling the story. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this fucking inferno over here is gonna burn the rest of my fucking weld curtain. I gotta get it away from this. You know, and I'm thinking on the fly here, so I easily could have just caught, like, my, you know, completely caught myself on fire, because this thing was burning like crazy. So I picked it up, I grabbed it, and I basically threw it over to, like, this big empty section that's over near my weld station that's next to where a fire extinguisher is. And I'm over there, and I got this burning inferno rag on the ground, and then I look at my gloves in both of my hands, and both of my gloves are on fire. I have fire hands now, and I'm sitting here looking at my fire hands, and now I'm thinking to myself, well, that's definitely not good. So I managed to throw these burning gloves off, and I throw them in the burning pile with the burning rag. And so I grab the fire extinguisher that's right there, and I just kind of spray it a little bit. Fills up the entire shop with like a fucking mist. You know, gets all the fire extinguisher fucking gunk. Because basically what a fire extinguisher does is that it just smothers the flame. Whatever you do, don't try to breathe too much of that stuff in. But yeah, it happened like first thing in the morning. It's definitely something to wake you up. Kind of a late visit. I was just getting ready for the hay. A little something to wake you up. Garbage Day number 3 from the album Black Bastards by KMD. If you've never listened to Black Bastards by KMD, definitely give it a listen. It's a classic hip-hop album. Their first album's really good, too. Mr. Hood. Yep, I am essentially invincible at this point. Anyway, that was my fire story. And you know what's funny about the burning gloves thing? So I said that I had gotten like a mild, like, first-degree burn 2 days ago from the little fire that happened with the weld curtain. I did not get burned at all from that blazing inferno that I had to deal with this morning. I'm totally fine, and I wasn't even like scared or anything. Like I said, the whole time I'm just kind of like I'm staring at this blazing like fire coming from the small little rag. I'm just like, that's no good. I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog over there. That's no good. Somebody tries to burn you in a place or in a way that you don't like. That's no good. Yeah, I've been working at that shop for like 3 years, and nothing like that has ever happened. I mean, rags have caught on fire before, but it's usually like if a rag or something catches on fire, like a piece of cardboard catches on fire, because there's a lot of like flammable oils and lubricants and shit that just it just coats everything in that place. I mean, I got to take like 2 showers a day working at that damn shop. From working at that shop, almost a gozer. Cool. Um, but yeah, it. But usually when something like when a little fire happens, is like it's not really alarming. It's really funny, more than alarming. So like at this point, all right, I'm gonna teach you a little thing about Gozer. So you want to get about right here, where that little line right there is between your two Ghostbusters. And so during this part, the thing to note is if you don't hit Gozer at least twice, it does not register the hit. Alright, so it registered a hit that time. I think that you gotta do the double hit. I think you gotta land that 20 times. Don't quote me on that. I haven't counted, although I have sat here and tried to do just one single hit going up and down like this. And I counted more than 100 hits. So I think what it is that if you only just do one hit and then you go down, it doesn't count it. You have to land at least 2, and then it counts that. And don't even try to stay up here and fight Gozer just the normal way. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Move back over to the left a little bit. There we go. You want to stay about right here and just land 2 hits and then go down. See the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Don't worry about him too much. He's just chilling out. Yeah, this is pretty much the way to beat Gozer. And Gozer is constantly spitting out ghosts that'll just tank your hits. But it's cool. You just keep doing this and keep trying to land at least 2 hits. Don't let Gozer's like little sonic wave hit you, because I think if that hits you like twice, you die and you go back to the beginning of the game. All the way to the beginning. You know, like I said, and this ostensibly should be the funnest part of the whole fucking game. There we go, beat Gozer. Yeah, that should be the funnest part of the game, because it's kind of like a shmup, right? You know, it's really cool, but like, it's really just not fair. It's just dumb. Congratulations, you have completed a great game and proved the justice of our culture. Now go and rest, our heroes. I wonder how long the team that worked on this game, I wonder how long they actually took to work on this. Because it would have taken just a little bit of tweaking, and I think this game would have actually been pretty good. Like, I think the Atari version is, like, funnily enough, is actually better than this game. Anyway, that's Ghostbusters on NES, and that's my fire story. So, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. I wanted to have this out, like, earlier this week. Maybe even over the weekend, last weekend. But, like I said, I've been having to sit here and practice this game because it's wonky and weird and kind of stupid. Anyway, that's Ghostbusters on NES. I'll come back with something else next time.